when we do go on the streets and talk publicly, we hammer home this statistic that one child is taken from its family every 20 minutes in the UK.
Belinda is a Mackenzie friend assisting parents in court who face losing custody of their children. Each case is decreed by a single judge without a jury. Other volunteers and supporters have come to Belinda's home, where they meet once a week.
They don't qualify for legal aid anymore. Justice Secretary Chris Grayling, he abolished all that. We stand outside the Royal Courts of Justice every Monday, and we meet lots of people, don't we, who ask us if we will go in with them because they're totally unsupported. So these are very emotionally depressed and upset, aren't they, the people we meet outside there?
Many with children taken.
And we've had their children taken and they're at rock bottom.
You know, from my perspective, if parents are considered to have done something so serious that it warrants their children permanently taken from them, either for forced adoption or fostering, then it needs to be held in a criminal court, surely.
This crime report that we're about to put into the police stations this afternoon. And then this is a petition to the police for people to have the strength and courage to sign the petition and build up a body of people within the police who will take this case in a proper way and investigate properly what's gone on here.
The Hampstead case became national news after a judgment was made that a mother and her boyfriend forced her children into making false allegations of satanic ritualistic sexual assault and murder committed by an entire community. Belinda supported the mother throughout the case until she and her boyfriend disappeared from the UK.
So yes, I mean, it's from close contact with this whole group of people over many weeks that we cannot dismiss what we feel to be the truth, or we cannot suddenly take a different view at this stage. We have to keep asking the questions because we believe the mother's version of events, and we believe she's telling the truth and always have.
I first met Belinda outside the church, at the centre of the alleged satanic acts, where I saw other people wishing to spread awareness of the case.
We believe them, and we would like to get to the bottom of all this, really.
You know, we have a situation here in the UK that children who reported rapes and sodomy and murders and cannibalism of babies in this church and that school and 7 other primary schools and nursery schools in this area have been kidnapped, and now they've been made almost to, forced into saying that they made it all up, and the boyfriend is a hero, It was pasted on Facebook, and
By who?
Do you remember?
One was sent to me through a Facebook friend, and the first time I looked at it I wasn't sure, and then another one came through, and then another one came through, and I was convinced these kids got something to say.
The mother posted video testimonies of her children describing detailed descriptions of sexual assault and graphic crimes. Due to its presence online, more details of the case has been reported on alternative media.
In the medical reports, it says there are signs of sexual assault. If you have a doctor saying sexual assault, you don't close the case and say, clear the father. What you do is you investigate the sexual assault aspect instead of closing the case, dismissing it as child fantasy.
As in the videos, the children describe members of the church as part of the cult. The campaigners film the public as they leave their Sunday service.
I have been telling the supporters over and over again, please let's be respectful here, because inside that building there may be people who are completely unaware, innocent of what might have been going on in this place, and who could have their Sunday worship disrupted by us if we were noisy and abusive.
They said they're going to arrest me right now.
You've been shouting abusive things, saying that people are fucking their children. Yeah. It's been caught on body-worn video cameras by the officers at the scene, and your arrest is necessary so you can be interviewed about that matter.
Christine and Nilu spent Easter holiday weekend incarcerated. Belinda arranged supporters to meet away from the church to have a picnic with other anti-paedophile campaigners.
I suppose conferences, I like listening to speakers and then following up my own research, from the internet, their websites, YouTube's, Vimeo. Lots of the alternative media is amazing. I mean, this is just one, UK Column News. And then basically looking at as much as I can and then trusting my own intuitive feelings, what you call your gut feelings, and also your feelings from your heart.
The thing about the alternative media is how much information is, how it's been manipulated with disinformation.
Oh no! Oh, Belinda! Run! The winds of change.
Understanding who you truly are is one of the major keys to understanding the perception of the world, because by understanding who you are, you then have an understanding of why you are experiencing this reality.
The case was still attracting handfuls of campaigners at the church, all with a common view that the state protects those in power despite the severity of their crimes.
I came here with a specific purpose to inform police that there is no justification under the Official Secrets Act for stopping investigations into paedophiles. On the contrary.
The mainstream press and media and what you might call the mainstream part of the public haven't really taken into account the huge growth in this alternative community that mainly communicates and does whatever it wants to do through the medium of the internet.
There are some critics from the alternative media. The editor of Wide Shut sent a recording of his views.
In this case, in the Hampstead case, it wasn't really a problem with the source, because it was a YouTube video of the children. It was more of a problem with people not thinking critically about what they were watching. If you entertain the idea that there's a satanic cult, and then you find a forum on the internet where other people believe that there's a satanic cult, and then you friend each other on Facebook, and you start sharing stories about the satanic cult, eventually that is going to become your reality. You end up being in a cult of people who believe there's a satanic cult.
Regardless of us, it's not to do with us. It's, we're just, if you like, the whistleblowers, the messengers, the people still asking awkward questions. Why has this man not been turned in and investigated properly?
Have you considered removing the satanic narrative from the campaign and focusing on...
Well, we have to. Yes, we do have to. If we go back, I'm giving it a bit of time to sort of quieten down again. And then, yes, we can't. It's not something you can campaign about.
Christine pleaded guilty and received a restraining order with a suspended jail sentence on the proviso that she returns to the United States. Nilu pleaded not guilty. Her trial will start in August, where if found guilty, could receive up to 6 months in jail.
And life is about the pursuit of happiness, is it not? Or are we here to torture ourselves? To carry on destroying the planet we live on, to pay back loans of money that doesn't exist, under unenforceable contracts which are forcing us to commit heinous crime by destroying the planet?